There's only one bug I want inside my shop. That's a centipede. Welcome back to Victory Woodworks with Vic, and I'm Vic, and this is my centipede. So I bought this centipede because I'm building a dresser for my daughter, and I need a little more worktop space. This is just not cutting it, although if you can see behind me, I've got the bigger version right back there. This is the 2x4, and in this box came the centipede itself, a bag, and a few parts. And most of these parts are basically, and I'll show you this as I set it up, to put a 2x4 to make a top, for lack of a better word, or a lift to put your plywood on top so that you don't cut into the centipede or anything below it. You also got these two hold downs, and these are the little brackets. So let me get this box out of the way and set up the centipede on top of the table here if I don't knock anything down. And I'll show you how this thing works. So basically, you stand it up and spread it out. That's it. So that's nice and easy. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin it this way, if I can do it, and show you what these are. So this is wide enough for a 2x4 to go on edge or flatwise, and you stick it into these little things on top, like this. You probably just use the end ones. And then you take a 2x4, even though this is not a 2x4, and you put it this way, or if you did on end, you'd put it that way. This way you can rest your plywood on top of this. Additionally, whoa, let's hope we don't fall off the table here. Let me shrink it up just a little bit. You've got these hold downs, which again, you can put your plywood in and hold it down like this. That's basically all that comes inside the bag. Next, almost killed myself there, right? And it's very easy to close up. Just put it back together. There you go. What's interesting is it folds up into a very tall 6-pack. So if you look here, 6-pack is about the size of a 6-pack, but it's 30 inches tall. Or in this case, it might be a little taller. No, it's about 30 inches tall. All right. Next up, I'm going to show you a whole bunch of accessories I got for the centipede top, so that to make it easier to hold lumber and other pieces on top as you're assembling, cutting, and otherwise. Let's go over a few accessories I purchased for my Bora table. By the way, these holes are 3/4 of an inch, which is 19 millimeter, not the 20 millimeter a lot of Festool products are. Hey, we're Imperial around here, so we're going with the Imperial measurements. The first is a pack of these, 12-pack of these bench dogs. Aluminum, little rubber cap on top, fit right into the hole, just like this. You can take a piece of wood, like this, right up against it. So this package from View Real, from the View Real store, 25 bucks. 25 bucks for 12. I think that's a pretty good price. So basically, that's about $2 a pop. Not a bad deal. Okay, number two are clamps, lockdown clamps. So basically, you take these, you stick them in, and let's assume this is something you wanted to clamp down. Take it, push the button, clamp it down. This is also from View Real. This 2-pack, these are the shorter ones. These are 24 bucks also. Number three, because you can't just have shorter ones, also from View Real. Again, not sponsored by anybody. I bought these all myself. Are the taller ones. I think these hold up to about 6.5 inches. Those are $27 for the taller ones. Not sure which ones I'm going to like or which ones I need, but you know what? I figured I'd get them 2 different sizes. Okay, number 4 on the list is one of these bars. So basically, sometimes you got to push. This is from Hongdui. You got to push this up against something. So what you do is you take these slide it in. Now you've got something to push against. So if you're planing, for instance, or if you wanted to clamp it down here and do some drilling or something along those lines. So essentially, there's two of these. Kind of look like that. And these are 31 bucks for the long version of these clamps. Again, if you wanted to make a right angle or a corner like that, you could do that also. And you know what? That looks pretty damn close to being perfect too. You know what? Right on. So, good deal there. In here, because as you're working with these boards, occasionally you're going to find that you have glue and other stuff go in the holes, or maybe they just don't fit right. So I bought this little chamfer tool from an unpronounceable name. It was 20 bucks. So basically, you just take this, chuck it up into your drill, drop it in a hole, and then you can chamfer all the holes. It's got 4 carbides inside, or a 4-sided carbide blade, and this little key, so you can take it and flip it around. So this will put a nice chamfer on all your holes if that's what you want to do. At some point, I think that's what I do want to do. So that's why I got this thing. This is also 20 bucks. And finally, where is it? Finally, we have from PowerTech, we have a different style clamp. So this, basically, let me move the Hongdui stuff here, is you put it in, you slide it, and then you clamp it. So, for instance, if I had these dogs right there, and that's where I wanted to clamp my board, I would just take that, take one of these clamps, push it up against it. Move that over because I think it's in the way. And lock it in. Now, it's popping up right now because this also has one of these. They can screw it down so it stays locked into the table. Or you can just use one of these. So that's up to you how you'd like to use that. I think that might be worthwhile having, but we'll have to see. There we go. So that's the extent of the accessories that I've purchased for this. I'll leave a link to all of these things down inside the description. It's just a straight up Amazon link. There's no affiliates. I don't get any kickbacks or anything like that. I just bought all these things to try it out with the tables to see what was going to work for me when I build a dresser for my daughter. So hopefully you liked what you saw. Maybe learned something new. So if you did, like and subscribe to our channel. Stay passionate.